Oh, I can do it with one hand with this. Okay. Oil pressure's good. Had on the low side, but we already knew about that. Is it 1,000? Okay, fuel pump off. Radios on. Okay. Is that on alt now, or is that?
It's on right now. Now,
okay.
Now hit.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That's on alt.
Okay. All right. Cool. 1,200.
Taxi the tower. They don't want the altitude on while you taxi. It's just they just want it on.
Right.
You got to turn radio.
Oh. Thought it was in this.
Oh,
one.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
228.
Oh, yeah, 22. Yep, you got it. Yep. She may be on the phone right now.
Okay. All right. Not a whole lot of traffic around here today. Okay. Altimeter is way up there. You sneak in here and change that to test me?
No, the weather, we got real high pressure here the other day.
Okay. There's I'll put them all on now. Why not?
Sure.
What? This strobe.
Yeah.
Okay. And everything but the fuel pump. Good. Brakes. Good. Squeaky but good. All right.
Mine
so
are kind of weak on my side, but that's okay. I won't let that stop me.
You get a Freddie Flintstone. I'm taking it. We're going 2.9 with the wind.
Yes. Yep. If you see chunks of ice like this in the wintertime, just try to go around the big ones there. That way your prop won't hit it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about the prop part. Just doing same in the pattern? Or?
Yeah, we're just going to we'll see what happens when he gets there.
Okay.
No, Nick is down the valley.
Okay.
Yep. You're not transmitting because see this? You want to see the TX when you push the button.
We got another issue here.
And 6-5 November is back taxiing runway 29.
That
shouldn't be, but when you transmit, you get the TX.
A&R is working now.
Can you put it in the other two over there?
That's for the hand mic.
Try and see what happens here.
Huh. That's interesting.
And so we go. There you go, it's in here. There you go. That's got to be tightened up a little. There you go.
Okay.
Because this could happen when you're doing, if you're going somewhere and you're not talking to a tower or somebody and you're not getting you there, you just have to make sure that when you're talking to say TX, that means transmit.
Aha, okay. Alright. Get comfortable. It's been a few weeks. Jeez.
Oh yeah, well, hey.
I was going to try and get in on Friday, then the weather looked like it was going to be really bad, so I pushed it to Monday. Then it looked like snow Monday, and I was like, the flying gods are against me.
We set up, so it's not really all that nice for the next couple of days. Tomorrow's supposed to be okay, but tomorrow and Wednesday, but.
Some big sheets of ice.
Yeah.
How's it scary landing in the snow or what?
No, it's fun. There you go.
Can't use them both at the same time. Okay. Aircraft is parked kind of into the, not even near into the wind, but parking brake is set. There's full rich, throttle 1000, not creeping. Left, drop, right, drop. RP drop, and vacuum is good. Only one we're waiting on is the oil temperature still to come up.
Yeah, just leave it, that's good, it's good to leave it right there, leave it at a higher RPM.
Okay.
Yeah, and then usually in the wintertime, I do my tail into the wind or my side into the wind because if the wind's blowing over the engine there, the oil temperature won't come up. There's also an oil winterization plate, I'll have to see and make sure they put that on. That the oil winterization plate over the oil filter. There's a oil cooler. There's a metal plate that goes there. When the temperature is consistently below 40 degrees, you put it on there. That'll help the oil temperature stay up.
Okay. Okay. So fuel pressure's good. We did that with the fuel pump off even. Okay. Primer's locked. Controls are free and correct. Grabbing a cable. Alright. Okay. Trim tab is at neutral. We're just turn back. And transponder is on fault. And doors, windows locked.
Closed and secured. There we go. Closed and
Okay,
secured.
air conditioner's turned off. Flaps 2, seatbelts on, fuel pump is on, firm full rich, course set.
There you go.
Okay. All right, let's go flying. If gonna go full RPM, make sure we got at least 2150.
Yep.
And rotate at 60, everything in the green, obviously.
Yep.
We lose the engine under pattern altitude. We head for a big white field ahead of us,
Very
and
good.
if we can get to pattern altitude, we get a chance to come back.
Okay, very good.
To the Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Getting used to shifting from rudders to brakes is definitely taking me a little bit. Okay, we got our flaps, we get our fuel pump, mixture switch, and we want carb heat off right now,
off,
right?
yep.
Okay. Alright. Oil pressure's still a little low, should we abort? No?
No, fine, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Alright. 60. Up. Right rudder. Turn about 300. 85. I can clean up the plane. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning left crosswind, runway 29.
Did you put the quart of oil in there?
Yes, I did.
And you put the dipstick back in?
Yes, I did.
Good.
I hope. I believe.
Huh?
99% sure.
Alright.
Traffic, Bananas, 5 miles out.
Alright. Don't really have my visual cues out there like I normally do. Okay. And we are way over pattern altitude, Rick. Holy cow. This thing climbs like a beast, never mind the cold weather, the denser air. Yeesh. Get this back down here. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind runway 29. Everything looks so much different. We gotta push her down, because...
Yeah, just bring the power back. Bring the power back.
Yeah, I'm at an idle as it is.
Yeah, this is right. No, you're still a little bit idle. There you go.
There. There's where we want to be. Okay, cold day. Very important is going to be the carb heat. Make sure we get that done and out of the way. And pull the power back under 2,000. 1 notch of flaps. See what the nose does. Probably a little bit of trim.
Barrington traffic, Bananas 2 miles south of the field. It's going to be landing on a straight and approach to 35.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Second notch of flaps. Maybe 1 more trim. Feeling a little hot. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29. A little high. Third notch of flap should help that out. What am I thinking?
extremely high.
Real high.
5 inbound RNAV 15.
No, you're fine. Just see this. No, that's fine. See the second runway line?
Yep.
You're coming down nicely. Just hold it right like that. Hold the nose down. Just there you go. Speed's good. See? Hold it right like that. There you go.
I want my other brake. Out of work with the toe brakes, Mark. I'll do it this way. Not too bad for being 3 weeks out of practice almost. Alright. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November. Back taxi runway 29.
Yeah, when you think you're high like that, just first of all bring the power back before you do anything. Let the airplane stabilize, and at that point there, then you can just say, I need some more flaps, or I need.
Yeah, I waited a little long to get to that third flap, I think. Yeah. The oil temp still isn't coming up, huh?
It's coming up a little
bit.
Yep.
Great Barrington Unicom, Bonanza 971 Romeo.
Hey John, winds are light and variable. We're using runway 2929.
Boy, the weather was absolutely spectacular. It's only got about 15 miles from you, and looking out, so what do you, looks like there's some kind of marginal visibility that it kind of comes in and out?
No, we got, we're in the pattern. We got 6-7 miles. It might be just that one little area down where you are over the hills. But once you get just past the Connecticut hills there, you should be, we could see all the mountains and everything else around.
Yeah, you know, there's one little spot here, and I'm seeing the mountain behind Berkshire off to my left, so see you in a few minutes. Thanks, Rick.
Okay, very good, yeah, and we'll pull it in front of the hangar there, and we'll put it in at the end of the day.
Okay, yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to head back tonight, but I do want to talk to Jeff for a minute. Is he around?
Yeah, he's in the shop there, so if you park it in front of the shop there, if you decide to stay, or you can do that if not.
Awesome, thanks for your help, Rick.
Good. Leave that up a little bit
Yeah,
for
just good temp.
till we get up to temp.
Oh, you're doing fine. Temperature's on its way up.
All right. Great Barrington traffic 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern.
And off we go.
Okay. RPMs, 3. Whoa, we got a lot of trim left in there.
Okay.
That's one thing I did not do.
Left traffic 29er.
It didn't do checklist.
Even with the list.
Okay. Still needs a lot more, a bit more down there. There you go. A little bit of right rudder there, right rudder, and then there you go. Just straighten it right out. There you go. And Jonathan, how far are they?
About 10 miles out.
Okay, we're in a Cherokee 180. We're doing our crosswind now for runway 29.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Great Barrington traffic 7965 November, turning crosswind runway 29.
Now, when there's no horizon like this, you can overshoot your altitude because you don't have any real definite lines. There you go.
Trying to play with that turn indicator.
Okay.
Keep a standard rate, but
Yep.
I kept going a little too steep. Great Barrington traffic 7965 November, turning downwind runway 29. And let's do it. Standard rate, keep it coordinated, Mark. Am I a little far out this time?
Yeah, that's all right. Actually, no, you're pretty good because there's the back nine of the.
Yeah. Beam. Curb heat on. Back on some power. Oh, we still got 2 flaps in. That was the problem, Rick.
Right.
Let's just go from there.
When did you guys get, when did it snow here?
We got snow the other night, and then just north of us, they got 18 inches.
Yeah, I heard that over at Chimney. They said they got some snow.
Great Barrington traffic 7965 November, turning base runway 29.
And Bonanza is about 5 miles out looking for the base traffic at Great Barrington.
And we are all out of the place here, Rick. Jeez, all right.
That's all right.
Good notch in already.
Yeah, we're turning a half-mile final there now, Jonathan.
Yeah, I think you're way ahead of me.
Great Barrington traffic 7965 November, turning final, runway 29. And a little steep, but
How you doing, plane? Flight airplane, flight airplane. Left and right with the rudder, keep the wings level. There you go, just like that, perfect. Very nice.
Great Barrington traffic, Bonanza is 3 mile left, base 29er.
all right.
We'll hold at the end of the runway, at the far end of the runway there for you there, John.
You got plenty of time, I'm going slow here.
If you want, you can do a quick
Back taxi.
Yeah, quick back taxi. We'll have to hold it at the end. Just tell me to do a quick back taxi.
Great Barrington traffic 7965 November, doing a back taxi runway 29.
Yeah, just give it power there. He's way out. There he is, right there. Yep. We'll be out of your way there, Jonathan.
Where's he at? I see him now.
Yeah, see him? Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Although I do forget I've been flying them all at 35 knots for the last couple of weeks.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be out of the way in no time by time you turn throttle.
Did you hear we flew cross country in the mall?
No, that's great. Where'd you go? All the way to California?
Yeah, all the way to LA and then up to Tahoe, and the plane's in Tahoe now, so it was a fantastic trip.
Oh, good. You gonna leave it there for the winter?
Yep.
So he's gonna be gone.
Yeah, but now it's returning extended final 2-9er at Great Barrington.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, clear the active runway 29.
And I just got to watch out for the snowbacks here too this winter here, so.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 33 uniform is 9 south of the field, doing S-turns over railroad tracks northbound.
Okay, so now we'll get our takeoff checklist done? Yep. Okay, so again, when you do your crosswind, usually when I turn to 200 to 300 feet above the ground, I don't need my flaps anymore. So then, if you don't get in the habit of bringing it up now, what's going to happen? You could be on the cross country halfway to Buffalo, New York. Oh, look at it. Say again, John?
Is there some wind out of the north?
It's pretty much calm right here at the ground. Maybe just a couple knots up where your altitude, but right now the flags are hanging pretty much only 4 or 5 knots.
Excellent. I just picked up some snow flurries too.
Yep.
Okay, doors, belts, flaps are at 2. That's what it is.
Yep.
Trim's not on there. Oh, I missed it last time.
What I do, flaps and then trim. Just put it in a highlighter, a Sharpie, put it right in the flaps and trim.
I think I want to redo it, make it a book format anyways.
Yep.
Like a pro.
Yep.
Okay, so ready. Pumps. Okay. Check, trims neutral, air, 2, carb heat off, that's what.
And off we go.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern.
I mean, that's clear. Have a good flight.
Yeah, we're just doing takeoff landings.
Yeah, it's a dense day, we don't really need the full thing, but
yep.
Good habits.
Yep. But they say 2 worthless things in aviation is a runway behind you and a sky above you.
Right. Okay, full RPM. We got green. Oh.
Lower the nose, not just lower the nose,
Yep.
get your speed. Lower the nose, get your speed. There you go.
Little bump there. Do you hear that vibration? Or has it always been there and I'm just noticing it?
I thought I felt it before, but you know the oil pressure is holding steady right now. If there was any oil pressure, that would be down in the yellow. By now, it's holding steady.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. I hold that button too long sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see if it's running too rich here.
A little better holding attitude.
There you go.
Altitude.
Piggy flaps up. Flaps up. Flaps up.
Oh, that's right. Spending too much time looking outside, Rick.
Yeah, well, you got it on there like today.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Okay, let's try and do it right this time.
Okay.
Where we want to be, the right height, carb heat, below 2000, notch of flaps, and little trim back. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, or base, runway 29. Two, just a little more trim. What the plane's doing. And high. Losing a little airspeed, get the nose down, Mark.
When in doubt, take a hand right off the airplane. Let the airplane talk to you. You're trimmed up for 80, 85. That's good.
Alrighty. Yeah. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 2 uniform is about 7 to the south, inbound for landing.
Very nice. That was very nice. Nice correction on that. You brought it up a little too much, but you didn't shove it in. You just brought the nose over a little bit. That was beautiful.
Oh man, adjusting the toes. I hate that part, Rick. Gotta practice that a lot.
They just practice with putting equal pressure at the same time on both.
It's the shift between the rudders
Yep.
and the brakes. Like
Yep.
I could overcome it. Just gotta figure it out. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November. Back taxi, runway 29. Did Nick say he was coming right back?
Yeah, he's 7 miles south. He hasn't entered the downwind yet. His student's starting his hopefully private tomorrow.
Nice.
You keep those up there. As soon as you get your medical, you're on your own, man. No, I'll sign right off. You could.
I'm okay with another hour or two.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying those landings are beautiful. They're
Thanks.
really, really nice. Again, this the nice thing about with the Hershey bar wing, you're not going to float like the longer wing. So if you bring the power back, you usually just come straight down and get any wind at all. So what appears to be high is, and on a real windy day, that's what you want to do because you see you're coming steeper, you're missing the trees, and you're just coming. And it does a much better job.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 2 uniform is over Berkshire School, about 5 to the south, inbound for landing on 29. Great Barrington.
Yeah, Nick was saying, dropping down here a little steeper, with the obstacles is forgetting everything.
But I just put it on 2 knots. Right.
Fuel pump off. Here. Trying to find a good position on the here where I can use the rudder without touching the brake, but still. I'll figure it out.
Yep. I see you got this. Seems to be a a little high on the RPM there, so just be careful with the ice. So you may want to come in this way, keep yourself situated where you get a little bit of an out, because if you start sliding on that with the brakes and the power like that, you may be able to just sliding right into the snowbanks. We clear those a lot bigger in the dead of winter. It's only because we don't want to rip up the grass right now. Okay, off we go.
All right, so doors.
And they'll be down there entering the downwind somewhere down there.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. We'll take it on the roll. Slowly. Okay, we've got RPMs. Everything's in the green. Even the oil temp is starting to get to the green.
Yep. And just nice and easy. Just take your time. There you go. So just lower those just. Well, that little vibration might be when you rotate. It might be the wheel slowing up. I felt that just hurt and it died right out.
I think I still have all the trim in there, Rick.
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee uniform is 45, 2 left downwind for runway 29, Great Barrington.
There's a takeoff checklist right there, and it says, it should say trim tab set right there.
Yeah, I can't read that one too well.
Okay, all right.
I think I can order some different ones that are black with white text.
Yep.
Okay. Up the plane. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29.
Great Barrington traffic, red and white Skyhawk is about 10 to the southeast, inbound for landing, Great Barrington.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee uniform is on left downwind for runway 29, Great Barrington.
Got him down there?
Yep. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Down here.
Plateau Skyline traffic, Aircoup, 4 miles south, 1,800 inbound, full stop, Plateau Skyline.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee uniform is on the left base for runway 29, Great Barrington. Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 33 uniform is turning final runway 29, Great Barrington.
Alright, wingtip to wingtip. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29. I'm overshooting this a little bit just because I was giving him a little
That's
time.
fine. Yep, that's fine. Yep, you're doing fine.
Keep my standing rate.
And that's it too. If you're high too, you can do that little S turn too. If you're high and you don't want to get too high of a rate of descent, there you go. You're really doing a nice job on this today.
Getting over the whole newness and the power thing, I think, a little bit.
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee D3 uniform is clear the runway and holding short of it. Great Barrington.
Nice and easy. And now and there, when you rotate, you just pull it back a little too fast, okay?
Yeah, over-rotated. Or held the rotation in too long, didn't?
Yep.
Down to the end.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee D3 uniform is back taxiing runway 29, Great Barrington.
Turn around and follow him right down.
Okay, yep.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November. Back taxi runway 29. Yeah, each landing I feel a little more comfortable in the plane.
You're doing fine. And then you have to self-criticize all your landings now, okay? Because when you go by yourself, you're going to just, oh crap, I did this, I did that.
Right.
You came in, I would have chopped the power, but again, this has got the high RPM. You know, see, it's usually, most airplanes around 500-600 RPM, but idle, this is already up 800 RPM for idle. That's a little higher than
carrying me a little more.
Yeah, so normally when you know, the other airplane there, it's when you bring it back, you're probably 100, 200 RPM lower than what you got here. But you're doing a really nice job. Okay, take your flaps up. Okay, so you just go trim. What I do is
I dropped one as if we were doing a touch and go.
Okay, so jump. Okay, all right. So again, if you come to a stop like that, you know, and we didn't stop, but don't do it while you're taxiing. Just go right to trim.
Great Barrington traffic, red and white Skyhawks on a 45 for left downwind 29. Great Barrington.
Okay.
Yeah, when I got that little bubble there, I thought about a go-around for a second. And I was like, no, there's still plenty of runway. Let it settle.
That's another thing, if you start doing that, say it just went to one mag.
Red and white Skyhawk turning left base 29. Great Barrington.
All right, just go to one mag here. There we go. Because we're going to be on some pace here. I got the airplane for right now.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we stay, because if we start sliding, then we're not going to have many options.
Skyhawk turning final 29. Great Barrington.
There you go. I go back to both so we don't forget it.
Sliding.
Good.
Just dragging us across the ice, the propellers.
Yeah, if I didn't know what happened is you could have the brakes on, and because it's enough RPM, there's nothing to stop it. But we're on solid. We're in pretty good shape here. Okay, we'll get ourselves ready for takeoff. Takeoff.
Okay.
Takeoff.
I like to watch other people land.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
At the same time, just.
Yep, that's fine if you want to watch him.
Flaps. Same time we do flaps. Let's.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee CC uniform is going to be lining up on runway 29 and holding for takeoff. Great Barrington.
Now, when you said you're just going to follow him in, because if you have a bunch of airplanes in the queue, you always want to just be follow up there. So that's what the tower would expect you to do. Doing a really nice job. All right, that's good. On takeoff here, once you get a couple on feet, just take your flaps off and then climb it out, and then just do your normal thing.
Skyhawk is clear of the runway, Great Barrington.
Hey, Dave, I don't have a spot open for you because of all the snow.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee uniform is taking off runway 29.
182 tied down on the back line there, and I'll give them straight off as well.
Okay, that sounds good. Between it and the pavement?
You got it.
How you doing, Dave?
And go out on
Good. A
stage,
little bit
right?
of a challenge to get in here from the northeast today.
And go out on stage while he's up there, right?
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Up a little farther. There, wait till he's almost ready to turn.
I would go a little further because you're faster than him. He's 140, so you know you're. Once he starts his turn to the right there, he doesn't even look like he's turning to the right. He's just going straight up. Okay, you're all set now.
Great
Hey,
Barrington traffic, Cherokee
RPMs.
uniform is turning the left crosswind for runway
And
29.
everything's in the green. Airspeed's definitely alive.
Yep. Now, nice and easy. Just nice and easy. Just rotate it really, really nice. Just take your time. Taking enough to it for a second. And a little bit too much down trim it. Put just a little extra trim up there. That'll help it right on up. Go.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee uniforms on the left now at runway 29, Great Barrington.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Getting a little more visibility here.
Yep.
Don't see him.
You could turn it down. He's up there. So you're right along the edge of the mountain there. Get ready to turn his base. Yep, you can turn it down.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee uniform is turning left base, runway 29, Great Barrington.
White plains in the snow.
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee uniform is turning final, runway 29, Great Barrington.
Curb heat on. Power below 2000. 1 notch of plane. 1 full spin of trim. Where at. Didn't hold the nose down when I popped that flap. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Nose fall, see where we're at. Little up trim. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Perfect. Better keep coming on down now.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 2 uniform is clear to the runway. I see the ramp, Great Barrington.
Beautiful. Yeah, you get this nice angle. You're well above the trees on a windy day when the wind's on north. This is exactly you want to come in this way because you're below those tree lines. You're going to get crepe del poo-poo knocked out of you. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, now fly rudder and aileron together. Fly it right to that second rounding. Rudder and aileron together. Rudder and aileron together. Now nice and easy. Just nice and easy. Hold it off. Nice and easy. Hold it off. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit of a wind, so you might want to throw just a little bit of aileron in there, just to keep that wing down. See the difference? See that wing up a little bit? There you go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Back to the old-fashioned brake.
What's that? Yeah, back to old-fashioned brake. Yep.
Just something about that. It's my comfort zone, my go-to. If it's nice to have two options.
Yep. And you'll get used to it. I mean, you weren't used to it all that time that you flew the other one, so now you got something different. So.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, back taxi, runway 29. So I think I should just fly this with the high idle and the low oil pressure till I think the annual's March.
Yeah.
Just deal with it till then. That way they can get it all done at one time rather than being there twice.
Yeah, it's fine to live with. Just remember if it's a little icy here and you're down there, here's taxi. You can shut one mag off, but you just got to make sure you turn it back on for takeoff. Because that's one way to reduce some RP. This is what I would do if I'm the only one in the pattern here instead of, I get the airplane for a second.
Okay.
You got big snowbanks here. You can see there's snow. And that's what happened. This end here will get the wind drift on it, so it ices up a little bit like that. So I'd come around like this here. You stay on the hard surface here.
Okay.
There you go. Watch your wingtips. There you go. Because again, if you start sliding on that and you can't stop, you might wind up going into into a snowbank.
Causing damage.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, doors, windows.
Close and locked.
Flaps 2. Fuel pumps on. Confirmed rich. Peak off. Doors. Okay, what time we got?
It's
only 3.
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern.
Doing a really nice job. And when you rotate this time here, nice and easy, just let it rotate off nice and slowly. Just take your time, make it look good for the cameras.
RPMs, everything's in the green.
And just very slowly, just not this like that. See that? A little bit of right rudder. There you go. Just nice and easy. You don't have to really jerk it around. Nice and easy. There you go. Very nice.
I think I got the trim set a little better this time too.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Ooh, good one.
Hey, Rick, are you and Steve flying tonight?
I don't think so, because it's still not, the clouds are coming down on top of the mountain down there, and it's, I'm going to wait for another hour, just see what happens.
Copy.
You can put the airplane away if you want, and then I'll dig it out if I have to.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Our wind's changing a little bit. Curb heat's on. All back. 1 notch of flaps. Turn a trim. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Now it comes into a point where you go into a big runway like Glens Falls or Albany or another point where if you don't pick a spot and fly right to it, you're going to flare early, okay? And the problem is you can stall the airplane out at 30 feet because you think you're doing fine. So again, you just have to pick a spot like the second or third runway line and fly it right to it. There you go. I'll fly the airplane. Rudder and aileron together, rudder nice and easy, rudder and aileron together.
Little bounce.
Okay, so in this case here, just don't, when it's like that, don't be afraid to put it down, put all the weight on the wheels, okay? If you're holding it off when it's windy like that, you can pick you up again, you do your little extra speed, so you can wind up dropping, bouncing around a little bit.
So that's the time when you don't want to keep that nose wheel up long. Okay. That's what I've been trying to focus on was
if it's calm,
stay on the mains as much as possible.
If it's calm and everything's going fine, right? But if you see the winds are bouncing around a little bit, what happens is it lifts you up a little bit and you start to turn one way or another, then you get yourself into trouble.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, back taxi runway 29. That makes a lot of sense. Learning when to apply the different techniques.
Yeah, there's a difference between being proficient and being current. Current, there's just paper legal and everything else. Proficient is knowing that when I get that strong winds, I'm just going to fly it down once I'm on the ground and put the weight of the aircraft on the wheels. Now you get better braking that way, because if I hang it up here, gust of wind strong can pick me up, can lift me up a little bit and start bouncing me a little bit sideways. Not so much in the low wing airplanes as the high wing airplanes, because the wind can get underneath the wing on the high wings. Here it's kind of hard to get underneath this, but it will get underneath it.
Oh, even just a little bit when you're in some snow and ice could be make all the difference in the world, I would think.
Start sliding. go the other way if you want, just to get practice taxiing on the ice and see what it feels like. I was just showing you one of the options that you have.
Well, I want to try as much as I can.
Yep. Because if you have the speed and you hit the brakes when you're on the ice, I guarantee you're going to slide. If you want to approach that ice, then you have to be very, very slow as you approach it.
Oh, it's like docking the boat. You know?
Exactly.
You don't approach the dock any faster than you're willing to hit it.
Yes, exactly.
I learned that lesson the hard way.
Oh, okay. How much damage did you do to the dock?
Nah, I just bent the fin on the pontoon a little.
Okay.
Not a huge deal. Okay. 2. There's rich fuel pumps on. Doors, windows, let me double check the trim. Yep.
You want to just go like trim, flaps, carburetor heat. Okay, fuel pump is on. Like that. All right. Just
make a flow.
Yep.
All right. Wore this heavy coat and it's a little warmer than I thought it would be in here. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern.
You're doing all the work, so.
Okay, we've got RPMs.
Okay, a little bit of a cross on the right, so just there you go. Now, nice and easy, just rotate up. There you go, just like that. Beautiful. Very nice.
My airspeed. Pick my point. Plane.
Alright, check and see what the weather's doing up in Albany here.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. PM, 1 notch of flaps, 1 turn. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Go rudder and aileron together, fly the airplane till you're free to. There you go. Beautiful.
Kingston Ultra traffic, November 66239 is 8 miles to the southeast inbound runway 3.
There you go.
All right.
Very nice.
That's the important one.
What's that?
The carb heat, that's the important one, right?
Yep. You're doing really good. I'm just sitting here. I'm not doing a thing. You're doing a really nice job.
Oh, that one felt a little weird at the end there because
But you just a fraction. You're just a fraction fast, so that's why you floated down the runway. So.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, back taxi runway 29. Only overshot my altitude by about 50 or so.
Yep. What you do is this is as you're flying now, and you want to start timing, trying to micromanage yourself. Hey, when you're doing it, because if you go for your check ride and pattern altitude is 1,200 feet or 1,700 feet, they don't want to see 50 feet high, 50 feet low. They want to see. So now's the time that you really have to just start fine tuning. Don't give yourself 10. You know, if you never have to get back 80 feet if you give up 40 feet. Okay? Try and keep it as close as tolerance as possible.
Okay, doors, windows, belts. Here's Rich. Fuel pumps on. Back up course. Okay.
Okay, off we go.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. Full RPM. Everything's in the green. example of overturning tendencies right there.
Yeah, it's all right. You're fine.
Clean. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29.
Kingston Ultra traffic, 26239, final 33.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Great Barrington Unicom, Cherokee 33 uniform, radio check.
See, this was you get. Watch your speed now. Watch your speed. Watch your speed.
2990.
When you get below the tree line like that, you can see how he's doing. Got to make that. Just rudder and aileron together. Just fly right to the second. See the second runway line. Fly right to the second runway line. See this there? Fly right there. Don't be afraid to fly the airplane. You're doing a little bit of wallowing there, and you get below the tree line with that wind like this here. You start to get those updrafts and downdrafts or so. And you had beautiful approach right there, and then you stop power, and then the wind's picking up, so it's starting to bring you down this way here, so you got below tree line. And once you do that, you get your speed got down to about 75, 70, right? And then that's when you get the sinker, so you got to watch out for those. Doing fine, Tom.
Yeah. No, I was noticing the variation in the airspeed. That's why I was trying to trim it out a little.
Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, back taxi, runway 29.
We switch our fuel tanks.
Okay. Do that. Let me get.
I got the airplane while you do that. I got it. Yep.
Fuel pump.
There you go.
Yeah, we've been flying a while in that one tank. Oh, it's almost empty.
You still have 15 gallon. 15, 16 gallon. Did you top it off before you left?
Yeah, topped them both off, but why is the left gauge showing it?
That's the oil temperature gauge.
Oh.
Right here. There's fuel gauge right there.
Fuel
and fuel pressure here, that's oil temperature and ammeters.
I don't know why I was just
don't worry about that.
thinking right and left.
Don't worry about it. Okay, this time I want you to go on ice and snow, so you got to slow it right up, slow it right up, slow it right up. Now approach now. So now you can approach it with the brakes on. You can not. What I do is just you get the brakes, toe brakes. That's fine. Yeah, whatever you want. There you go. Good. So you use toe brakes. Use toe brakes. Okay?
No, not in this situation.
Okay.
You know what your wingtips for the snowbanks, right?
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Doors, windows, seatbelts, flaps, trim. And lights, fuel pump, mixture, bridge, compete, off, and course, good. We're all set.
Okay.
Is 3-3 uniform coming, or?
No, we'll go out there. Just tell me departing now.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern.
Okay, you got a little bit of a crosswind from the right, so put the right aileron in there. There you go. There you go. And as you, okay, now you can just relax a little bit of the aileron. Relax, take it out. There you go. There you go. That's the best takeoff of the day. Absolutely perfect.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 33 uniform, back taxi 29.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29.
Yeah, take your hands out to it. Take your hand. See, you got way too much up, Jim. See that? That's begging for a begging for an approach your go around stall there. There you go. Good.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Yeah, you don't want to fight the airplane. What you're doing is just when you get stabilized, just take your hand off the wind. Let the airplane talk to you. This is perfect speed. 80, 85 is perfect on this airplane here. You got a nice angle. Keep this same angle all the way to that. See that wind's blowing us in there, so go ahead and stop the turn just a little bit here. Just line it right up there. That's it. Now you're lined up. And just hold it right like that. See there's a little bit of a wind correction angle in there? Yep. Right there. There you go. Now keep it right. See that second runway line, second, third runway line? Just hold it right. I'm using my rudder and aileron. I'm just keeping everything right there. You have to give it just a little bit of power there, Gary. Get a little power because you're getting a sinker there. You're getting a sinker. Give it a little bit of power. There you go. What I do is I'm just flying it right to that. See that second runway line? Appears to be stationary. You got the airplane. Just fly it right like that. Bring the nose up just a little bit. There you go. Don't let the, you're letting the wind do that, okay? Don't let the wind do that. You got to hold it right there. Hold it right there. That's it. There you go. Okay. All right, now just nice and easy. A little bit of left rudder to straighten out the nose. Aileron. That's the wind is picking up like that. Okay, so you did fine on that. You just have to just nice and easy, right?
Yeah.
What you do is you let the airplane fly. All of a sudden that nose just swung way to the left. You don't want to do that. Just nice and easy. Micromanage it all the way down like that, and that's going to make it much easier on the day when the wind is blowing.
I'll get off the runway for him.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, clear the active runway 29.
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 33 uniform, taking off runway 29 to the south.
You're doing
Where's
fine.
my air conditioner?
Yeah, you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
I mean, the wind is always out of nowhere.
Yeah, and again, what happened is on the way down, I had the aileron rudder doing this here, and then I gave it to you, and then all of a sudden the airplane just started, the wind started to pick up. You don't want to do that because now you're being reactive. I want to be proactive. I just want to keep that, like that, whatever it takes to keep theirs. I'm going right towards that thing, or whatever it takes to keep it right on that nose and my wings.
Yeah, this thing's idling about 800.
Yeah, normally they do about 600. Okay, go.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, back taxi runway 29. Seems like a lot less airplanes. People leave for the
Yeah,
winter?
we've had a couple people leave for the winter. Yep, we've had about 5 airplanes leave for the winter.
People with summer home or winter homes?
One went to Mexico. One went to out west. Another one went to Florida, and another one took it to a hangar for the winter.
Do a lot of pilots just not fly in the winter? Or?
No, a lot of people that have their own airplanes don't fly much in the wintertime because it's, they got to brush snow off, they got to start it up, they got
Great Barrington traffic, Cherokee 33 uniform, left turn out to the south, Great Barrington.
Yeah, if you got a hangar, it's nice and you can pull it out, then it's easy, but when you got to get the snow off, it's a real pain. Now what happens is this, in the wintertime here, if the winds are blowing in, when there's more snow, you start to get the wet runway because the wind is blowing across the runway. And what happens is as it cools down, it freezes. So a lot of times that half of the runway at nighttime can be real slippery, or late in the afternoon get real slippery because there's nothing we can do about it. The wind doesn't dry it out and then it just freezes.
Yep, nature's on its own path. Doors, windows, seatbelts. Flaps 22. The bottom of the end. That's the spot I like.
Okay.
Fuel pump on. There's rich, carb heats off. Course setting 1. And we are good. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. I don't think that oil is going to get any warmer today.
I know. Well, I'll have Jeff. It's an easy one to do. If it must be in your paperwork here somewhere. So it should be a little metal plate, and that goes over the oil cooler when you for the wintertime operations.
So we got a good.
Okay, so crosswinds from the right. So there you go. See the winds from this way here. Yep, there you go. Okay. Now look at the far end of the runway. There you go. That's it. I just hold it right there. That's it. Nice and easy. Now as you pick up speed, now just very slowly take the aileron out. See that wing is coming up? Take it out. There, take it out. Nice and easy. Steering with your feet. Now don't turn it to the left. Don't turn the wheel to the left. There you go. There you go. Very nice. There you go. Just like that.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29.
Traffic, Archer 5, North Victor, down
Power reverse. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Nose is coming upon me. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Yeah, Terry, you there?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, if you want to call Steve, it's picking up to the west there, getting pretty good out to the west. We can do something like Waterbury up to Albany and back and fly around for a little bit.
Okay.
If he wants to do that, just have him here by 4:15, 4:30. We'll take off then. We'll be finished by 7:30. So you're letting that nose, so hold that nose, see that fly, that nose right to that second runway line. See this flight, they've been power up. Just fly, I'm just flying the airplane right to, see it like this, nice and easy, just fly the airplane right to where it's going. There you go. What you do is you're starting to let the airplane wobble out a little bit.
Yeah, it's that whole not wanting to react strongly as you approach the ground. It's some days I do real well with it, other days it seems to fluster me. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, back taxi runway 29. I think I need to come down here on a day when there aren't a lot of people flying and do some high-speed taxiing.
Yeah, whatever you want to do is fine.
Get comfortable with the plane in general. Starting to understand some of the RPMs now and where I want to be.
This is each individual airplane has got its own characteristics, so it's up to you to figure out what you want for a power setting, whatever you want on that part.
Okay. Doors, windows, seat belts, taps to 2. Trim. On, fuel pumps on. Here's rich, carb heats off. And course to 1. Okay. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, departing runway 29, staying in the pattern. All right, a little bit of that crosswind again, so let's start over there.
See, use that right rudder. See that right rudder? There you go. But see, you don't want to. You're putting that right aileron in there. You don't want to do that because that wind can get underneath you there. Okay. The torque was pulling you to the left, so you have to use a little bit of right rudder just to straighten it out there.
Traffic helicopter.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning crosswind, runway 29.
Teams are traffic helicopter final, 33.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning downwind, runway 29.
Teams in traffic. On the go, 33. Traffic helicopter downwind 33 Kingston.
Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning base, runway 29. Great Barrington traffic, 7965 November, turning final, runway 29.
Okay, now put equal pressure on the rudder and ailerons, lock them up. Okay, and you see you're angling, it just makes me get then straight.
Helicopter base to final 33 Kingston.
Oh, right there. Now just you rudder and aileron together, okay? There you go. And we'll sink it there. Good. Speed's a little fast, so you can bring the power back. Bring the power back a little bit. There you go. I just fly right to the second and third runway line, okay? Don't let it swell, just hold it right there, that's right. Fly right to the second and third runway line. Fly right to the second and third runway line. There you go. If you gotta push your nose over, it means you gotta bring the power back a little bit. Fly right to the second, third, fly the airplane, fly the airplane, fly the airplane. Fly the airplane, fly the airplane. You got the power all the way off, power all the way off. Now keep flying the airplane right to the second runway line. Fly right to the second runway line. There you go. There you go. Now nice and easy, just break the glide, nice and easy. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, I did it with that time.
Yep.
You concentrated on flying right to that point. You kept it right on there. That was good.
That do it for today, or?
Yeah, sure. That'll be fine.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, were you going to put gas in it first, or were you going to just taxi it?
What's the best practice? More gas, less condensation?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And you can start up and taxi back to your spot. Okay, you got your logbook with you, and I can fill it.
Great Barrington, 7965 November, clear the active runway.
Because I got to get an airplane out for tonight.